Hello guys, welcome back to another revisited video. Today we have revisited one of my favourite films ever growing up. Standard. Hands down. One of my favourite films ever. This is Doubtfire. I absolutely loved this film growing up. I had it on DVD, I've had it on Blu-ray of course. This is obviously me buying this since. I did actually watch this on Disney+. But I have the Blu-ray, so I thought I'd pick it up just to get into the mindset of what it was. Robin Williams' best performance after the genie maybe in Aladdin, but I prefer him in this. He is phenomenal. Mrs. Doubtfire is based on a book, if you didn't know. Yeah, so it's one of the best films to be made from a book, in my opinion, in terms of like the story. Like, how amazing is it that, you know, mum and dad break up, dad wants to see kids, dad turns himself into a woman, not physically, but he dresses as a woman to trick mother into becoming nanny for kids. I think it's amazing. Obviously really, really wrong in terms of the law, but it is really, really funny. I think he gives the performance of his life. He absolutely does. And it still holds up to this day. It is still just as funny. If, you know, some of the jokes are a bit so-so. Some things you can and can't say nowadays. I can't really remember one or two, but I can't say them anyways. But it's one of those. It's filmed from 1993, so it's 30 years old, my age. So it is a long time ago. But it's fab. Like, you definitely should watch her again. Like, if you want something to pick you up on, like, I think I watched her on like an evening, you know, with Flubber as well. That's coming soon. That revisited. But just if you want something to pick you up, it is an hilarious film. Just like, and I actually know a lot of the words to the film, more than I should or want to admit, really, but I have admitted. So I actually know a lot of what happens in the movie and stuff, and it's just fun. Like, it's just so fun, and it's still one of my favorite ever films. And I actually gave it a 4-star. You know, it's just fun. Like, it's just so fun. There's so much in there. Like, the music is fab as well. Like, loads of the songs are brilliant. Like, when he's dressing up as the woman with his brother, like creating the mask and all that for him, like that whole montage of him like becoming loads of different women, and then the songs that are in there as well. And then, you know, you get Sally Field as well. Like, she doesn't get enough credit in this film because I think she's phenomenal in this movie, who is, you know, the ex-wife, but she's brilliant. Obviously massive actress as well. And then, you know, who is playing the new love interest of Sally Field? None other than Pierce Brosnan himself. And I think he was in this film maybe a couple of years before he was actually Bond, because he would have been Bond in the early or late 90s, and this was the early 90s. So he may have even been Bond at that time. So, you know, he was at his prime in terms of like being Bond. It's a really underrated movie. I think the kids' performances are great. Obviously, all the aesthetics are good. You know, the whole scene where the mask falls outside and then he has to like put his head in the cake, and how many drops of the icing, frosting icing, does she want in her tea? That whole scene is just phenomenal. I crying with laughing. It's just brilliant. Like, if you want something to pick you up, definitely Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, I am not going to leave it as long as I have. I probably haven't seen this film for maybe 5, 6, 7 years. So I need to watch this at least once every year, because it's just hilarious. And it made me think, right? We really need more of these older movies, and I know we are now, but we need them to be in the cinema more. Like, I wish a cinema would just have like retro Fridays or something, and they have like not just one or two, not just bring back like Titanic, because they're having a 3D re-release now in 2 weeks time or whatever. Actually bring back like films that people are wanting to see. I know Showcase Cinemas close to me are probably the only one that are doing that right now, because I think they got Pulp Fiction coming on soon. But we want more. We want more. I think it'd be really good. And do it at discounted price. Like, do it at £2 a ticket or something. Get it sold out. I actually saw Hocus Pocus, the first movie, for the first time in the cinema. Obviously with COVID, they did that a lot because there was no films out. I think I saw Back to the Future in the cinema. I saw Star Wars Empire Strikes Back in the cinema during COVID. But we want more of that. Like, when I went to see Hocus Pocus, it was a sold out. Sold out. You know? There's definitely demand for it, as long as you get the right movies. Like, why wasn't the first Avatar in the cinema? It was for a weekend, but like, it should have been there for more. Anyway, I'm ranting. It is what it is. 4-star, revisited Mrs. Doubtfire, one of my favourite films of all time. Know every single word to it nearly, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.